It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And they bring him down around the 34. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off to the back. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
From the 46. That one's cut along the left sideline. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish off their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions start off well to tie things 7-7. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Connects with Johnson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. He's
on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Bait snap for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Daniels on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Daniels. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Play fake here. Daniels. Left side, backs there, caught! And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. Man in motion here. To throw it on first down. Stays, pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He puts some power on a deep one, and someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And the Commanders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On second and 10 now, Daniels. Intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Has it downfield working the left. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. He's got a gain of 6 there. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Daniels from the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple of yards shy of that marker. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes out to the left. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
He sent a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The kick by Folk is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll look to throw. Finds Laporta. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Pass play now. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd and 12 now. He brings it in. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Third and long for Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. Fights out for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there. Well, they're going to face fourth down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved them.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Quick pass left side. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Daniels on first down. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But that defense was flying around and making the play.
No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Tight end going in motion here. Fourth down, here's Daniels. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. All down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they come up with for... Throwing it. Buying some time right. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They've got a man in motion. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Again, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Headed out right. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 30 on second down. He rolls to his right. Complete out to the right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions nearing their 9th win of the season. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Daniels. Escapes the puck. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.